And honestly, I think that, the more that we learn about these different security things, the better it's going to get for securing accounts and private info, things like that. Because you're always hearing, like, don't think your game can't get, stolen, because it's not just users that get hacked, it's businesses that get hacked too.
Well, why don't we start with security and then we'll work into combat? How's that?
Okay. This one I'm just gonna touch base on. It's more of a PSA, I think, in my mind, and that is something that Vertec holds dear, and I had to learn was, deal with it because he's the security guy and he knows what's better. But I would suggest, if you haven't already, go into your accounts for Intrepid and enable multi-factor authentication. This is important because apparently somebody had their account stolen recently because they didn't have it enabled. And honestly, since being with Vertec, everything's to a fade at least, or MFA'd at least for us. So it was a headache for me at first, and I didn't understand why. And he was like, well, if somebody can guess your password, they can get into your account, and then they can steal stuff like private info and things like that. So additionally, this is the account that will get you into AshesofCreation in the future. That's what the forum account is. That is your Intrepid gaming account. So if you care about your account, just a general lighthearted PSA to maybe go secure it real quick. I use things like Google Auth to give me my authenticator code for that. So there's a lot of them out there. You can pick your favorite, and I really do suggest that. Yeah, along with like random long password, something not easily guessed, like Chibi and Vertex Tavern or TGF Golden Feather. I don't know, something like that. Something easy to guess, But that's just like a mini PSA. The second thing on, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then nothing that's like password 123, just like Planendorf said.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, like that's where most accounts getting hacked comes from. Is they're not really being hacked. It's somebody either got a hold of your password in any way, shape, or form. They could have hacked something else, and then they try everywhere where your username can be found. And they have automated like systems of bots that will send out all these requests everywhere until it gets a hit, and they go, "Hey, I was successful! Yay! Now I have access to this. Let's see what I can do with it." But yeah, definitely every time you sign up for an account for anything, anywhere, at any time, look for ideally MFA, but two-factor authentication at minimum. Like to do something and come up with a good password. It doesn't necessarily have to be like $!$ TLJ capital F397 and like 2,000 characters or anything. To be honest, even something as simple as like a 15 character passphrase where you use like 4 unrelated words can help. It's super handy.
Cheryl, I was waiting for the sponsored by LastPass or something like that.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But yeah, it's just a PSA. Be safe, people. Be safe, because in the end, it's legitimately your responsibility to secure your stuff in the same way as you wouldn't take your password and post it on your front door, right? Well, then why would you not also hit the other security features that are available for your account?
Yeah, Exile's out here. Can't believe you're out here doxing people like that. Hey. Not doxing anybody, just saying.
And yeah, Cheryl, mathematically speaking, mathematically speaking, a long, like, weird sentence or passphrase with unrelated words, and you sprinkle in some of the other requirements some places have, like symbols and numbers or what have you, uppercase, lowercase, don't make it all like camel case where just the first letter of every word is capitalized, but mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Two-factor
auth was a game changer for the cybersecurity world. Exactly. Hi, Moktaz. Welcome in. And honestly, I think that, the more that we learn about these different security things, the better it's going to get for securing accounts and private info, things like that. Because you're always hearing, like, don't think your game can't get, stolen, but you're always hearing these things about, such and such bank is now like leaked because of Target, or like any purchases made on this site is now leaked because they were able to hack in and grab that info. Because it's not just users that get hacked, it's businesses that get hacked too. So keeping an eye on that kind of stuff, changing your passwords every once in a while, those are important. As annoying as they are for me at work, getting like that, it's been 30 days, time to change your password again.
You know what's really funny
this.
is well, for one, Exiled Ranger has it like on point. 2FA should be required to have an Ashes account. That is honestly just a smart thing for a business to do, because it cuts down on their complaints and their like help tickets and all this and that. And actually even moving up to MFA, which is more than just the 2, right? So like,
can you explain what the difference is? Because I know there's like,
like there's one that's like, one example that's popular is using Microsoft Authenticator. Let's use that one as an example. It can be configured on a lot of places where when you go to try to log in, it's going to pop a number up on the screen. You have to look at your Microsoft Authenticator, and you have to unlock it with like a biometric. So that's something you are, right? So the different factors are something you know, something you have, and something you are. So you know your password, you have your phone, it tells you that you are who you are because of the biometric. And then you type in, but manually you type in that number on the screen and you hit, yes, that's me. So that's like a multi-factor. It's just using more than just the 2 factors of, password and opening up an authenticator that just opens and you type in the number, or even having this little dongle-y things you can have where like you put it on a keychain and it'll have just a 6-digit number.
Like put out
World
the
of Warcraft did that.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah,
I was like, what if I lose it? Crap.
Yeah, they still make those actually. It's still relatively popular, but not nearly as popular as it was.
Nair says DNA scandal login for the win.
Nice.
Please submit a blood sample before you can open
I was about to say that.
Hello, Truth Eternal. Welcome back.
But a funny thing is with the password thing, like it's getting more of. There's actually 2 things that are kind of surprising. To some people at least, is that there's a lot of move towards password-less options, which is just you basically enter your account with Ashes. You'd kind of just like log in maybe with a single sign-on from something else, and then you would go through to do your multi-factor. But also password expirations are kind of going by the wayside. That's almost an industry standard recommendation, is to get rid of that. Just make it a strong password, reset it if there's reported fraud, and that's it. Like, don't keep changing it, because people tend to go and they'll make a password that says like TGFTavern loves Ashes, and then they have to change it, and they're like TGFTavern loves Ashes 1, TGFTavern loves Ashes 2, TGFTavern loves Ashes 3. So you have a year and you have one password with 12 variations and just a number at the end of it.
Yeah. Passwords expire just like a token for login. Yeah. The one thing that is an issue really is admittedly age, is getting to where a partner can log in if something has happened to you.
Yeah.
Ashes would be literally bad for your health. Mandatory blood drive. Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh no.
That's fantastic.
Mandatory blood drive.